We are closing in on the technical test, and if you are signing up to get the early access to play the game, don't forget to add the game to your wish list on Steam, because the dev said that'd be the best way to find out when to sign up. But that is not the reason this video is being made. If you are going to be buying this game and stuck playing the victim, then you may want to know, do your victim have the odds stacked against them in surviving a family who also have attributes as well? There are 4 victims on the map at once, and each possess 5 attributes and a special ability. These attributes will matter in terms of strengths and weaknesses that will be covered in this video. Now, as you watch the video, pay attention to the attributes of these victims, because I am sure that the victim's special ability will be on cooldown system or have to be activated in some way. So through most of the map, you will be relying on their character profile makeup. Welcome to Mr. Unleashed World. So after taking my time and ranking the characters based on which attributes I thought was most important, and then I ranked the character attributes against one another, I came to the conclusion which victim will have the best chance of survival out of the group. Remember, the special ability in the game is not being considered as a key factor, because I am assuming it will be on cooldown system, which means not being able to use it at will. Now, if you get stuck with this victim, you will have a hard time doing the most valuable thing in the game, and that is staying hidden. Stealth is what will need to be implemented to win in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game, and that will include accomplishing the tasks the game requires of you. Without further ado, I give you Leland, the ex-wrestler, turned support member in this game. He is best used in a team strategy. It also says so in his profile. His best attribute is strength, which is fine, because he will be able to open crawl spaces and also turn off the generator that powers one of the power fences in order to escape. But strength is not what's going to win this game. Leland will most likely be the sacrifice in the game if one person must be left behind. He ranked one of the lowest in stealth, and his toughness doesn't even match up to the strength ranking. I'm sorry, if you are playing the victim Leland and there is one family member for you and your partner to get by, technically this is where Leland's strength is the biggest attribute. Leland's special ability is lifesaver, and this is what will help your teammate in need if they happen to run to a member of the family and is struggling to get away. But are you willing to gamble with your life? Pop quiz. Which ability do Anna possesses? If you picked Ultimate Escape, you will be wrong. The answer is pain is nothing. The next victim that will have a better chance than Leland will be a character I think will be fun to use personally. This victim goes by the name of Sunny. Now Sunny's stealth rating is a little better than Leland. Exhibit A. Need I say more? And if you try to be a tough guy, because he ranked the lowest in toughness out of the group, which doesn't help with damage intake. Sunny's stealth is not that great, so when it comes to completing tasks quietly, he would be one of the loudest in the group, which could result in you, or if you're with somebody else, giving both your locations away. When it comes to picking locks or time-sensitive tasks, he is the second best in the category, but too bad his stealth do not qualify him to be in the top 3. One thing that is beneficial about Sunny that I noticed is that he have great endurance. Now the endurance will help the victims regain stamina at a faster rate, which will definitely come in handy when being chased by a family member with a lower endurance compared to Sunny, such as the cook. But if you play your role correctly, then you wouldn't need to use much of your endurance anyway. Now Sunny's ability Heightened Sense, which is almost the same ability for the cook, but his is called Seek. Anyway, Sunny's ability is one of the best, if not the best ability in the game on the victim side. So this ability will help Sunny pinpoint the killer whereabouts and track their movement if they're in another room, and he don't even have to see them to see this, because it should highlight on the other side, such as they show for the cook. But I'm not sure how long this ability is active for. If you're not sure how long you'll be watching this video, remember to hit one of those engagement buttons before you leave to help others that are wanting to know more about how the victims stack up to one another as well. Now we're starting to get to the top 3 victims that will most likely make their way off the property. If we base stealth at the #1 indicator, coming in 3rd place will be Connie, and her stealth level is 30. She will have a better chance of staying silent when completing tasks to escape off the property. She also has a high rating in proficiency, meaning she will be able to complete tasks more effectively than the rest of the group. So this counts when you are rushing to get something done with the killer coming around the corner and moments before catching you, as we can see here in the trailer where the hitchhiker came from behind Sunny. Now Connie's strength and toughness rating is not as competitive, so it would be beneficial to stay out of the killer's way as much as possible, which is supposed to be the main objective anyway in the game. Her proficiency is the second best attribute in my opinion, and Connie's focused ability help her pick locks much faster, but comes with a trade-off of losing stamina and her family proximity warnings. Now this is my first time noticing the family proximity warning, but it sounds important. If you end up with Anna, then she would be a good choice when it comes to sneaking around because her stealth can compete with the best of them, coming in at score 45. She will be hard to track around the map if played correctly for sure, because she will not make much sound when interacting with items around the map. Even though she is stealthy, her endurance is where she will struggle. It is best for her situation to not be in a heated escape against any family member because her chances of being caught is higher than the rest. At the same time, if you are in a heated chase to escape the property and need to take some painful routes, such as jumping through a window or taking a little fall from wherever that place could be in the game, the Anna's special ability is called Pain is Nothing, which will help you take less damage from windows and falls. She also get a temporary boost of immunity from sissy poisons, so keep that in mind. If Anna is played correctly, with Steph being the primary focus, then she will have a good chance of survival. So the last victim in the group and the one with the best chance of survival will be Julie. Now before you say Anna and Julie attributes are pretty much tied, you are correct, but Julie endurance is slightly better than Anna, so this is where Julie becomes the #1 victim with a better chance of escape. She will not be the fastest at picking locks, and do not stand much of a chance if engaged with a family member, but Julie possesses the ultimate escape ability, which allows her footprints to be hidden from the family members, like Johnny. She also will lose stamina at a reduced rate when this ultimate escape ability is activated. It is molded for victims to escape more than fight. Julie has the greatest chance of escaping as a whole. Now they know the victim's strengths and weaknesses. Remember that the tech test will be coming out May 25th on Steam. There's a tech test hub posted, and I will put that link in the description. There's some good information about the tech test on there. There's also exciting news for Xbox owners as well, because the game will be available on Game Pass day 1 of launch. Don't forget to subscribe for Tank Chase on Massacre videos, and I'm also covering Killer Clowns from Outer Space the game, so check that out as well. This way you can keep up with the information. And welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.